Okay, let's do introductions.
Cool.
All
Uh,
right, guys, I'm Vu. I'm the founder of GoldMint. You can see that I'm up here with a couple of my team members. We've been working on this project for several months now. My co-founders up here, Doc.
As Vu said, one of the co-founders. Really, I've come in from an investor standpoint as well, with a group around me. My real focus in the GoldMint organization is management and oversight of our DAO war chest.
Yep, we got Monkey.
yeah, I'm like the head of operations. I help facilitate a lot of things, been given lots of ideas and working out the ins and outs of the details and new stuff coming out with Vu here. And yeah, you'll find me in the communities. I like hanging out in different servers and stuff and talking.
Yep, we got Zeph.
Well, I'm Seth. I'm the community manager for GoldMint. I, help community engagement and outreach. Help find, interesting protocols to deal with and partner with potentially, and make sure the Discord is lively and active.
Yep, and then our newest team member, Krypton.
Hey guys, how's it going? Yes, I am the Cryptzom. Excited to be a part of this team. It's got a lot of cool things coming up. Um, I'm on a lot of other servers as well. Yeah, I'm just currently a mod for GoldMint, and obviously look forward to being, um, I guess, higher up the ladder later on in GoldMint. So I'm going to continue to work hard, help these guys as much as I can, and yeah.
Yeah, I
Right
think
on.
you'll.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll
So yeah,
definitely see that.
that's our team. Uh, do a little bit about GoldMint for those of you who aren't familiar. Most of you might be, but we are GoldMint Finance. We're an algo stable on Ethereum. Um, and we're not just any algo stable, but we are one that is pegged to PAX G. And Doc might be interested in telling you a little bit about why we like PAX G and why we chose to peg to PAX G.
Yeah, that perfect intro for me. So a little bit of background about my itself. I have some experience in trading gold and precious metals in various aspects in the past. So when Vu really thought of this idea, and we needed to find the perfect peg, we were led to PAX G, and PAX G is really special in its nature because, and as we've seen recently in all the crypto markets, how things can change dramatically. Every one PAX G is actually backed by an actual troy ounce of gold, which is in a vault somewhere in London. And every PAX G can be redeemed for that ounce of gold. And in addition, you can mint new PAX G with deposit of stable coins or fiat. So when we chose PAX G, we knew that we were going to be choosing a peg that was actually backed by a real tangible asset. And on top of that, we knew that from a price stability standpoint, at least with respect to the crypto world, gold and our peg PAX G were going to be relatively stable and not volatile. So we feel that we've found the absolute perfect peg in PAX G. The gold market is about an $11 trillion market cap, we believe at this point, or we think, and really from the crypto DeFi blockchain standpoint, it's been tapped into from a minimal standpoint. So PAX G is our boo. Boo will tell you I love me some PAX G, so I think we have the perfect peg.
Awesome. Yep. And you guys are well aware that that definitely did matter over the last couple weeks here. You can see why it was an excellent choice. It's been a volatile market. About a week and a half ago, we had the incident with UST, and there was a lot of questions about algo stables and what was a good stable token. And we are one of the few pairs, that did well and had some growth over that time. But coming with that territory, we're pegged to PAX G, so we have, I believe, the highest peg of any algo stable by like a couple orders of magnitude. No one else is trying to do exactly something so ambitious. And by doing that and launching in such a volatile market, I think we really help set the table for something special. I think people are really starting to notice what we have out there. It's tough going through a Tomb Fork style Genesis. After our Genesis, we had a lot of people that had participated, had no interest in the protocol, and kind of just sold off. And we traveled quite far from the peg. And I've seen ever since then, we have been slowly and steadily approaching the peg. Almost any time, if you look at the 1 hour chart, the 1 day chart, the 1 week chart, the month chart, or all time, go just a little bit longer than that. Uh, they're usually they're usually in the green with some upward momentum. And this has been if you look at that same time frame, a 1 hour, a 1 day, a 1 week, or a 1 month, on just about anything else, you'll see that it's been a pretty tough market. So to be able to do what we did in the market, we were in, we're really proud, but we're also really appreciative of you guys. I see you down in the crowd. A lot of you are not just here for your first time, but you've been loyal members of our community for a while now. I think we are gonna do. Are we doing monkey whitelist in the middle here? Are we giving away a prize now?
Yeah, send it.
Yeah. Is that still going first in tonight? Do you know who that was?
Yeah, it was Crypto Curious, I believe.
Ah, Crypto Curious. We decided not to always save our giveaways till the end, so people are encouraged to be here early, and you were the first one in tonight. So you've won a whitelist spot. You can open a ticket in our server and get us your wallet address, and we'll make sure you're on the whitelist for our upcoming nodes. Remember, guys, you will have to be whitelisted for nodes. So actually, Monkey, why don't would you want to step in and talk a little bit about our upcoming nodes and let these guys know, what all comes with being on a whitelist and why it's a pretty cool idea to participate?
Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be pretty much exclusive. So we want people to be on the whitelist to participate in the node program. So you have to be whitelisted. And there's also gonna be, I did make an announcement, but yes, there will be a limited amount of nodes. So we're gonna do about 1,000 GoldMint nodes and 500 bond GoldMint nodes, but they're gonna be at 0.8 tokens per. We want to get back all the bond tokens pretty much, and we're glad to take those off your hands early if you essentially want to redeem your bonds early to start earning GoldMint back in node fashion. Then that's the place. We're gonna have, I guess, they'll be earning 1.6% a day, and they'll expire after 90 days. This is so that I guess I'll say one of the issues I found with a lot of other node protocols, the bigger ones, is a lot of the unsustainability came from unlimited nodes essentially, and that's what they realized and have changed, and like they've capped them off now because they realize that, but we're starting off with limited nodes because it's obviously unsustainable to have unlimited nodes being created at all times, and it just doesn't work with the amount of tokens that we even have in circulation. So for right now, there'll only be 1,500 nodes, but as things go and we get to peg and we can print more tokens and bring more GoldMint into circulation, we can start to release more nodes as that grows. There will be slight tax. We want to incentivize holding your rewards all the way until the end, because at the end, like for a fact, probably even before the 90 days, there'll be new nodes released to incentivize compounding the rewards into new nodes. So there's a 0% tax to compound into new nodes. If you want to claim early, there'll be a tax. So instead of waiting entirely for all of the rewards to be distributed, if you want to claim early, while under peg, there'll be a 20% tax, and while above peg, there'll be a 10% tax. So this is to, help with supporting the protocol and incentivizing people just holding through the rough. And if people get scared and want to sell or claim and everything when under, they'll be taxed a little bit, but when over, won't be hit that bad. Um, there'll be a 2% tax though for fully vested withdrawal. So meaning if you let your nodes fully acquire or accumulate rewards, and you don't compound, you just claim, they'll only be hit with a 2% tax. Probably some more stuff to come out. We're hoping to have, I guess, a little bit better nodes by the time we release the second batch, as I'll say. Maybe some more utility within there, but I'll touch up on that.
Also looking at tiers. That might make it more appealing. At this point, the point 0.8 GoldMint is a reasonable entry considering we're slightly below peg at the moment. And some of the folks who will be participating in the nodes have been with us, what for a while we're able to acquire even lower value than it's at right now. But at a certain point, it could be a burden. I believe that's the discount rate for the initial whitelist. So the regular rate would be 1 GoldMint. We can start to see how, as we approach peg over the next couple weeks, when the next nodes are released, coming out at 1 GoldMint a piece near peg might be a pretty tough barrier to entry for some people. So we are looking at doing some things after this first round's released with some additional tiers and things like that. But like Monkey mentioned, sustainability is a big part of it for us. So we're not just gonna slap these things out and chase one person's APR with another person's. We spent a lot of time doing the math on the node program and the best ways to use it to reward you guys for being early participants. It's like a form of lock staking, seeing you willing to commit to our protocol for 90 days. We want to take care of you really well. So you will definitely notice that the nodes will likely have rewards higher APR than the farming pools. So because you're making that type of commitment, we're going to make sure that we're putting some of the best APR from the system and the people with nodes, the people who listened to us early and helped the protocol, participated with bonds. They're opening up the ability to essentially redeem their bonds for more than 1.1 GoldMint before we hit peg. I don't know, to the best of my knowledge, about any other protocol that's ever opened up an opportunity like that. So we're definitely trying to give some great rewards to you guys for participating, but also set them up in a way that's sustainable. So we are not going to pledge to you guys that you're going to make 500% in a week, because we know how those all end up. I think we'll be pretty happy with the numbers we set, and it's going to be pretty nice APR for our participants who decide to join the nodes.
Yeah. There's a question here. B GoldMint, so bond GoldMint nodes will give B GoldMint as rewards. No, the rewards will be in GoldMint, because it'll be, like as Vu just said, it'll be a way of redeeming your bond token for GoldMint, but early in a different fashion than regular redeeming, because we want, essentially, we want to give the bonds to the DAO for the better use of the protocol. And
that's the correct answer. Yeah, so all of these nodes are the same. You may see that the buy-in is either GoldMint or GoldMint bonds, our BGLDM token, but whichever one you participate with, you will be getting the same reward. So each node, regardless of token used to acquire, will have the same rewards. You cannot purchase a node with half and half. If you have 0.4 GoldMint and 0.4 bond GoldMint tokens, those cannot be combined into a node like other nodes. You have to have the full amount in the token that is used for entry, be it GoldMint or bond GoldMint.
Yes, and this is all depending like how. I guess this first round is really an experiment. I'm curious as to keeping, or I guess having some bond nodes available again down the line, but we'll think about that. Wellness also had a question. Will both types of nodes have any surprise benefits as opposed to holding only one type of node? That's a good question. I've definitely been thinking about different ways we can reward people for giving giving back the bonds specifically because it's pretty beneficial for us. Um, so
Yeah, I haven't thought about that yet, having some sort of reward for having a Bond GoldMint node and a GoldMint node.
hmm,
Good job putting the idea in our head. No
yeah,
official response on that yet, but that's a pretty cool thought.
yes, definitely will be taking that into consideration. There's thoughts about the utility as well as like what Grape does with NFTs and everything. It's all being thought about and how we can
Yeah, we could
incorporate
leak a
it.
little alpha on the NFTs. So we are obviously taking things one step at a time. Super excited to be doing nodes. We're working on some really cool partnerships behind the scenes. Remember, we're on Ethereum, so we have a great chance to talk to some of the OG protocols that have been doing cool stuff in this space for quite a while. Some of them even longer than months, which does feel like forever in DeFi.
Yeah.
But we've had a really good opportunity to see how these nodes are going to roll out and to increase our ability to pursue partnerships as we grow and kind of make a name for ourselves. We're making a lot of new friends out there, so there's some cool things coming up soon on that front. On the NFTs in particular, we do know we're going to make a commitment to doing NFTs. We don't know all the specifics yet. You can expect this to be like everything else in GoldMint. There's no way that we're going to release 5,000 or 40,000 NFTs or something crazy like that. My guess is when we release a round of NFTs, there will be less than 100 of them. And we will see what type of utility we might be working in. I don't want to get too far into that yet, but I know one of the cool things we were talking about that I think we can leak is the bonus. Uh, we are looking at with our NFTs putting a random amount of gold mint in the pack. So when you get an NFT, you might not know exactly what rarity you get. We'll talk a little bit about what those are in the future. What you might be looking to get, but we can tell you that from the lowest to highest level, each one of them is going to have some gold mint included in there. And it would not surprise me if some of our higher tier tokens had multiple gold mint in them. So you can see how these NFTs are coming out closer to peg. And even if you're just talking multiple being 2 or 3, there will be some folks that are pretty dang happy when they open up their NFT and find $5,000 worth of gold peg tokens hidden inside. So we have some cool ideas for you. I don't want to get too far with that. I like being focused. You guys know we're working on the nodes right now. You know we're doing some things with some partners. No timeline on that or definitive details, but just so you know, some conversations are in the works, and it's more than just oh, that would be cool. There's some math going on behind the scenes to make them really cool.
And also on that, me and Vu were at a Twitter Spaces. What was that, like yesterday? Um,
Yeah,
and
time flies.
yeah, time does fly. And yeah, it was with a big group of multi-chain people, so from all over, from a chain I've never heard of till then yesterday, which is V Chain. Didn't know about that.
Yeah,
Um,
I know V chain. There was a XRP chain. I didn't know
yeah,
XRP had a chain, and these were all NFT projects.
yeah,
So obviously, this was just a random thing we're doing, and it has nothing to do with what we're working on behind the scenes. But Monkey and I took some time yesterday to hang out with a bunch of different NFT projects that were doing all sorts of different things, just to I don't know, just to just to make some new friends and get some new ideas, and you guys will be hearing more about that soon for sure.
yeah. There was
Big thanks to the host of that, which was XR Pugs. Really exciting Twitter Spaces. It was a great time. We will try to get some more stuff going with them, and maybe share some info somewhere where you guys can find them if you want to check out their Twitter Spaces, even when we're not participating. They get a lot of cool NFT projects and occasionally some DeFi projects as well.
yeah, it was cool. They did lots of giveaways and stuff, and there were some Ethereum projects there as well, which were pretty cool. So potential
Yeah, the
for
one guy had mazes of like Star
yeah,
Wars lightsabers. We'll put a plug to his thing in there. He was
that's
on
pretty
Ethereum.
cool.
There's a lot of cool stuff. So, um, yeah, definitely some work on the back end with the NFTs and the partnerships. Maybe next week there'll be a little more alpha on that. Uh, Anything else? I think we can probably open it up to questions.
Yeah, I think so. If anybody wants to, I don't know, if you got any questions about the nodes, or anything. I just noticed
Yeah.
there was one crypto curious asked, do I need any money to participate in the whitelist, or am I a node without deposit? You do need GoldMint or Bond GoldMint tokens to participate in the node program. So yeah, the whitelist just is allowing you to actually participate in the nodes, but then yeah, you as well need the tokens to purchase and acquire the nodes themselves.
Yeah, a good way to say it is a whitelist is the ability to participate in nodes, but it does not guarantee you a node.
Oh,
It just lets you get in.
as we spoke, as we continue this dialogue, we hit 700. Well, almost 710 now. Just a little benchmark. That's great.
Always nice to have a price update. Yeah, it's again like I touched earlier. I mean, I try not to get obsessed with the charts. It's funny. I'll just be real for a moment. When I used before I founded, this protocol with this awesome team, I would listen to guys in other protocols. They say, "Oh, I don't check the price that much." And I'd say, "He's lying. He's got to be worried about it all day." But when you get into this stuff and you start working with partners, you're talking to your devs, you're planning with your awesome community manager, you're working on this, that, and the next thing. Sometimes it is easy to just see, several hours or the better part of a day go by without checking. So it is cool to see some positive price action. We definitely appreciate each and every one of our participants, and we're going to try to keep it on this trajectory until we reach PEG and beyond.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a pretty exciting time, watching everything grow. But as you say, you can't be focused on like the charts all day. Kind of just gotta let things go and keep bringing that hype and momentum and let it do its thing. Let the people do what they want. Um, to answer Crypto Curious's question again, how much is needed to get Node started? So it'll be 0.8 of a GoldMint token, GLDM. That is what is needed to get a node. And then, yeah, as was talked about a little bit earlier, there is definitely look for tiers in the next batch. Hopefully, we can release those within the next couple of months or so, and you might be able to get cheaper versions and more expensive versions.
Yes, the whitelist does not just open you up for this first round of nodes. The whitelist keeps you eligible for all additional rounds of nodes in the future, and we'll definitely be doing some other cool things for our whitelist holders. So even if you are just getting ready to jump in, be excited to hold on to that whitelist spot. You will find plenty of opportunities both coming up very soon and down the road as well.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be pretty exciting. Lots of cool stuff coming. We're gonna keep on pushing and building. Like Vu said, there's gonna be the NFTs coming and other plans, and it's only the first month and a bit, so it seems a lot longer, but yeah, there'll be
Yeah, I lost track of exact days. I don't know, 45, something like that. Uh,
something.
it's probably not the exact response, but it's been a lot of fun. So we're excited to get things rocking and rolling here, get the word out, start to grow this community. And we appreciate all you guys. You've been awesome since the beginning. For those of you who've been around, for those of you who are just coming in, you'll find that this community is the best damn community in DeFi. It's a tough market to launch an algo stable,
Oh,
and
for
we've been doing
sure.
quite well.
Do you mind
Yeah,
if I talk
that's.
about the
I don't
community a
know if I
bit?
was allowed to say that, but yeah, we'll beep it out in the YouTube. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, I gotta say, for compared to other I guess DeFi communities, it's interesting seeing this one that's on Ethereum, at least for seniority protocols. You know, there's a bunch of them out, a bunch of them on other chains like Binance Smart Chain, and Avalanche and Phantom, and all over various chains. But I find that GoldMint has a really unique kind of non-toxic, really dedicated participant and community base that really wants to do right by its protocol. And everyone who's kind of left is done pretty much, and now I feel like we are just green up and going to greener or golden pastures, and if you will.
Couldn't agree more. I definitely thank Ethereum for that. I think being on the Ethereum network brought us a lot of those type of participants, and I also thank Zeph, our community manager, for that. He obviously has a big role to play in keeping this,
Oh,
pretty fun and exciting experience for you guys.
for
And we're
sure.
working on
And
some things behind the scenes there too. Um, so
yeah,
lots of cool stuff coming up.
a lot of the people in even the people in the audience right now, like Abby from like Alto and Cat, and Boggs from us and Spartan Rojo, and we got Sweet in there and Wellness and
You guys are gonna
Graz
be
and
famous now. Give us a couple
yeah,
months, this thing
exactly.
takes off.
I know
It's now, yeah, they're going to be looking up this AMA.
for
But yeah,
sure.
we got a bunch of great people in here, and it's growing every day. So welcome to the new ones. Thank you to the ones who've been with us for a while. And with that, I
Yeah.
guess any other questions? Anybody want to hop up? We can do questions on stage. You can also get some in the AMA chat.
Yeah, if you want to come up and just like say something, you can do that too. It
Feel
doesn't
free
even
Yeah,
to
have to
do
be.
it.
comments.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a question.
Oh, Crypto Curious says, awesome. Thank you for the opportunity. I never won anything before. LFG. So, no problem, buddy. I'm
Yeah,
glad for you.
congrats, buddy.
Yeah, keep hanging out. We give away a lot of stuff. Um, we get good opportunities to
We're
win
also a
some other
solid
stuff. But
community.
yeah,
We
we're
also
glad you're
like to
excited.
throw free stuff at people. That's what we do.
We like giving back to the community. Well, the community is almost everything. Like we wouldn't be where we're at if it wasn't for everybody else that's supporting and holding the tokens and believing that we'll get to peg, because we will.
An often neglected part of DeFi. The community, people either focus on the technical smart contract aspects or the community, but not both sometimes. And I feel like Goldman can do both.
Yeah,
You know.
Absolutely.
good example.
Especially with your help, Monkey, on operations, helping us with the technical stuff too, and a little bit of this. Doc is an amazing, founding member with the guidance on the tax G and the PEG, and he's been running the DAO too. He really sold himself short earlier. That DAO is busting its butt to
Yes.
support this protocol.
Yes.
It has been raising tokens to burn. It has burned PEG tokens. It has burned share tokens. It has done things to support the day-to-day operations of the protocol. And I have the benefit of knowing what he's working on behind the scenes too. So a big shout out to Doc, who just never rests looking for different ways to use the DAO to support this protocol. And also to Cripson for being up here. We were really excited to get him added to the team. He's been a great addition. So thank these guys. Thank you guys. And I said, open it up. Any questions?
Yeah, feel free to ask. It can even be something random. Like you're talking to the most random guy on DeFi.
Zephyr is
Yeah.
the conversation
Zeph is Zeph.
starter. Yeah.
For sure. Anyway, I don't see
Anything in the
folks
text,
name.
guys?
Maybe anything questions itself.
I get a little more from my end, just a little tidbit of some alpha too. So, Vu, thank you first for the kind words. I think everybody should feel the same way about Vu. I don't think he sleeps at all. He might actually get a day of vacation here soon, so I'm crossing my fingers. So thank you to him for all his hard work. But there was a question earlier about bonds, right, and using bonds in the whitelist, which is something I personally plan on doing. If you like bonds and you're interested in some GoldMint bonds, just get ready because they're coming in a big way soon.
Yep. For
Yep,
those
absolutely.
have
This is
them.
not going to be the last opportunity to acquire bonds, to participate with bonds. Like we said, we're going to take care each and every aspect, focusing on the PEG, the bond and the burn mechanisms, the share and the reward tokens. I think Doc was the first person that I know of to burn share tokens. That's a pretty cool action to support the share token as well. You don't really hear too much about that. So yeah, lots of things going on here, but for our bond holders, our GoldMint holders, our share token holders, we'll be thinking of different ways to take care of each one of you guys and to give you some great ways to participate in this ecosystem.
Yeah. There's gonna be lots coming. It's like, it's not just gonna be a seniorage protocol. I mean, I guess it'll always be seniorage protocol, but we're just gonna keep on adding stuff and
I
finding
don't
cool
want
ways to bring utility.
chill invested projects. Um,
Yeah. What other?
Grape. I have some grape. I'll say that.
We're all
But yeah,
being
there's
disclosed.
do your own research. There's a lot of cool projects out there. Um, but yeah, I've been mostly, I used to, I was more like a lot of the community members. I don't know how long it's been since I did a trade with a personal wallet. A really long time. Been, focused on this, but yeah, I can say I definitely hold some great finance.
Yeah, and if you want to know who we roll with, just hang out for a little while. We talk to people all the time. Come into the server, start talking to us. We don't hide who we roll with, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, there's some alto love in here. There's yeah, we have some friends and we definitely like participating in some other healthy ecosystems. That's one part of the DAO too, is to not just be focused on our own tokens, but look at other ways to grow. There, it's going to be acquiring a lot of PAX G and then also some yield bearing tokens, and that means participating in other good healthy protocols. And there's a couple that we're looking at right now.
Yeah, especially this is one of those
Hey, Sweet Toxin.
one
Sweet
of
Toxin's
the
awesome too. He's in there. He helps us out with some development stuff. He's from the Alto family, and he does some stuff for GoldMint too. Um,
yeah.
all right, let's give. We got any other questions?
Let me go see.
All right, still open for questions, but we'll close it off with the rewards. Everybody who asks questions, it's not on the team. So Sweet Toxin and Graz are kind of out. But the rest of you guys get a whitelist spot. If you don't have one, you get a share GoldMint token, GoldMint shares token. So go ahead and open a ticket, get your wallet address in there, and we will get you whitelisted. And if you've already been whitelisted, we won't just skip you over. We'll go ahead and send you a GoldMint share. I think you're going to find that they will be quite useful in the near future as we approach PEG.
I just posted just so everyone in the AMA discussion can actually know who was in there. I'll also put in the staff a bit later. But yeah, just for future reference, so everyone's.
Let's do the same thing. Just closing out here with the folks on YouTube. If you guys do want to ask a valid question, we'll use a random number. We'll pick anyone who has a valid question in the 72 hours after this is dropped. We'll get you a response, and you'll be entered to win either whitelist spot or share GoldMint token, depending on if you're already in.
Yeah, and that'll be on the YouTube comments. So for everybody there, go comment, say something nice.
For sure.
Like, share, and follow.
Yeah.
Is that what you're supposed to say?
Yeah, you're supposed to show it and say. Yeah,
if you want to make the YouTube algorithm
wait,
happy.
I think I got it. Smash that like
Click
button.
on the little bell. No, we don't have a bell on our videos. But yeah, so
we don't know anything about this, guys. Like, we're just gonna stumble on our words. Either way, guys, subscribe, and something about notifications. And thank you so much.
That was awesome. Okay.